Hey there, Melheads, Flying V here, and welcome to another episode of N or Out. Today's episode will be about disassembling a Nintendo 64 controller. I'm going to run this video in the same format as the NES controller video, so, yeah, you're going to see a lot of similarities here. So, let's get started. To start, on the back, there are a total of 9 screws holding the back part of the controller case in place. However, they've all been removed for the benefit of the viewer. There are 7 screws that are this size, and there's 2 that are smaller size, and then inside the controller there are 3 brass screws which look like this that hold the joystick in to the casing. So, yeah, now that you know all that, if you wish you can take all the screws out if you haven't already. Then once all the screws are out, you simply just lift the back piece off. If you wish to take out the Z button, you simply just push it up like this and just unclamp it. If you wish to put it back in, you just re-clamp it in there. I think I'm done with these. I think I'm done with this piece, so I'll just put this off to the side. Now to take this stuff off, there'll be 3 brass screws holding the joystick in and holding the entire board in. So, like the other screws, take a fine Phillips head screwdriver and remove those 3 screws. You don't have to remove this black one because that actually will disassemble the joystick. Only do that if absolutely necessary. So anyway, first thing you want to do is that you want to unwind the cable from its little mounting here. Then you want to take out the L and R triggers, which are held into these little holes right here. Then you unclip the Z button if you wish. Then if you wish, you can also unplug the joystick if you wish to replace it. Then after that, the rest of the board will come right out. Like on the NES controller, you can clean the contacts with Windex or alcohol, and just in case if any of the buttons are unresponsive. So yeah, I think I'm done with this. So at least for now. So I'll just put this off to the side. Then you want to take out all the buttons. Okay, so you remove all the rubber padding for the buttons. Okay, you do that first. And you can remove just everything just by turning it over like that. If the controller is dirty, you can clean the stuff up with soap and water. So, yeah. That's all the disassembling part. Now for the reassembly. First, you take your top part of the case here, and you want to put all the buttons back in, okay? D-pad goes in there. Start button goes there, in the center there. Make sure all the little tabs are lined up so that you can so that it'll go back in properly. Same goes for the A button, which goes on the lower hole here. The B button goes on this hole. And then you line up all the C buttons with their proper tab placement. This one goes here. This one goes here. This one goes here. And this one goes here. You want to put all the rubber padding back on. The blue padding here is for the start button. The gray pad here is for the D-pad. You just want to re-hang these on their little posts here. And the orange pad will go like this on these 2 little spiky things here. And then, okay, so we're done with this for right now. For the rest of the controller here, you can plug the joystick back in here like this. It takes a little bit, but you just need to re-put it back into the connector here. There you go. You can reconnect the Z button. Just reconnect this here. Okay. Then after that, you can put the controller back into the casing. Make sure that the L and R buttons here are put into their slots. Okay. Make sure that they're set like that. Next thing you can do, you can put in the L and R triggers. And then you want to rewind the cable here. So then you wind it back through here, through this little bump here, and this little crack right here. And then you take your 3 brass screws and then put them back into these 3 holes here. And then once that's done, the back piece, simply slip them back on here, and then you put your 9 black screws back in all those holes, and then the N64 controller will be put back together. And there you go. That's how you disassemble a Nintendo 64 controller. So be sure to hit the thumbs up, rate, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. So have a great day. Mosh hard.